So, what's your motto around philosophy?
Life is a chessboard.
And what perfect game to play, an exquisite game
I agree.
for such deep topics.
I agree. Philosophy is how we look at our everyday lives and how we move. It's part of our modus operandi, you know. Some say MO, but whether we realize it or not, whether we even, you know, are subconscious about it or conscious about it, we move to the beat of our philosophy.
So tell me a little bit about, I know you mentioned some of that third eye shit, Buddhism.
Oh, yeah. So I grew up in a household where my mother was a Catholic and my father wouldn't call himself a Buddhist, but he loved the Eastern philosophy. And Buddhism is one of those philosophies that if you look at life a certain way and you move a certain way, you basically can see things coming before they come, right? You're aware of your surroundings. But before you can be aware of your surroundings, you got to be aware of yourself, right?
Yeah.
Right? So know thyself is in every scripture. So it's my philosophy. But I tend to believe that the longer you live in this life and you're aware and you understand your philosophy, you evolve. So that's how I live my life.
And what's the difference? What's the correlation between Buddhism and Taoism? They're similar.
They're very similar. I think in the rawest form, Buddhism started in India. So I'd like to think that, when you open your mind up to how I want to look at the world, I go back to the beginning, right? Siddhartha was a prince. The prince who was curious about everything, had questions about life, death, and he needed to find out. So he gave everything up to experience life in the most natural form you can.
Golly, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Sure you do.
Shouldn't have told you all my secret moves beforehand. So in the book that I came out with a few years ago, To All That Speak, dives into how everything's made up. All words are made up, right?
Yes.
So with that realization, if everything is just a made up sound or symbol, and we live our lives like completely owned by that, undoing it all brings to more of a place of nihilism, which if there is a philosophy that I've got to like kind of put myself into, I've come into the constructive nihilism, which is nihilism gets a bad rap because it's like there's no inherent meaning to life.
Yeah.
The end, right? But constructive nihilism I love because it's recognizing that everything is made up, therefore there is no inherent meaning for life in general. But you can make the best of it.
You can make the best of it.
It's the constructive side, like
open
door.
The greatest word in our vocabulary is love, right? So when you think about love, what you're doing to yourself is you just want to be happy, right? You just want to be happy and you just want to experience the best part of life. And you can do that as long as you understand that, you're here to make the best out of any situation.
Yeah.
Right? But when you hold yourself accountable to the different ways that can mean, right? We put all these stigmas on ourselves, right? We tell ourselves, okay, we have to be unselfish, we have to be considerate, we have to be, most philosophies will tell you to be good to other people, traction, retraction, what you put out is what you get in. So, I mean, to boil it down, you can make your own rules. It's just that we always feel like society is going to judge us on everything that we do.
And you can change it.
And you
can change your philosophies. in your morals and your
the
worldview.
growth is like I don't believe the same things that I believed when I was 15, 16, 17 years old, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't believe the same things.
Growing up in my household, what it allowed me to do is keep asking questions. So I just kept asking questions. And once I keep asking questions, the answers become whatever I want them to become. Is there right and wrong? Society tells us what's right and what's wrong, right?
Right, yeah.
But your what's the word I'm looking for? Your internal compass will tell you what feels right and what doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the difference between philosophy and religion is philosophy is just conclusions about the objective life around us, whereas religion taps more into ritual and supernatural.
Okay, yeah.
That's what separates them from each other.
I think that's a strong point. My philosophy has always been do the right thing, right? But when I say do the right thing, I'm not necessarily talking about religion.
Yeah.
Right? I believe in interactions. If I'm good to a person, most likely that person will be good to me.
Yeah.
And evidently, what's worked for me for so long is my approach.
Yeah.
How I look at people, how I speak to people, my good intentions. Right?
Sure.
Even though I know there's people that will harm me for my good intentions, I know most people will honor those good intentions, right?
Yeah.
So you try to be the best person you can be, and it doesn't. It could just be a philosophy. It doesn't have to be any deeper than that.
Right.
Right.
And it can be your own hybrid mix of. I mean, there's stoicism, there's realism. Obviously, we talked about nihilism.
Yeah. Well,
off the top of my head, there's so many, but you can have a little bit of all of them.
Yeah, I spoke to a person who believed in being a what's the word I'm looking for? Those people that just are hectic, right? They just want to see everything in chaos.
Oh, like an anarchist?
Like an anarchist, right? Somebody that's an anarchist. Let's bring it all down. But what result is that going to be at the end?
Yeah. Well, and that's a good example of what nihilism has carried for so many years.
Yeah, because that's what you think about.
And it's like, it's unfortunate because there actually is a beautiful side to nihilism, which is that constructive, where you can make the most of it. There is no game plan that somebody's created for you. And that's the joy in nothingness, essentially.
Yeah, but I'm okay with not knowing.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I do what I think.
I thought you moved your queen.
No.
You were.
I was.
And then you got scared.
Of course. Because right now we're just playing such an honest game. I don't even think there's any strategicness to this game that we're playing right now.
And it's hard to talk about,
which is amazing because it allows me to do things like that. Right. So we're
pretty sure you moved that too many spaces that it's allowed to move. But I'll give you that one.
Wait, I just moved one room. I just moved one space.
So what you were saying.
So my intentions are good because of my understanding of what good is, right?
Based upon your upbringing and
exactly, right? So there's a little of that in it.
Yeah. Right. As with all of us.
Because that's what society tells us, all right? Good people, bad people, we think we know what the meaning of that is. Yeah. And then there's just pure survival.
Yeah.
Does that even count after, you're in a position where none of those rules apply? Right? It's just plain old survival.
Right.
We're not afforded those things right now. We have first world problems.
Right.
So we can pick and choose,
The Sentinelese and the Andaman Islands.
Yes.
There's an example.
Yes.
There is no right or wrong.
Yeah.
There is no good or evil to them.
No.
And they're because they haven't been essentially trained by modern domestication on morals, ethics. I mean, those people, everybody that comes onto the island is murdered, or the people that get murdered, they'll never be tried for it because they don't.
But they don't.
Our rules don't apply to them.
But do they murder each other?
Oh,
you see.
But
their survival depends on.
Would they have guilt though? Would they even care?
And that's the difference between, I guess, being taught those values, having a certain philosophy, but you have philosophies within philosophies within philosophies. You can be any religion you want, and for yourself have a carefree philosophy or a serious philosophy, or your just demeanor is just what it is, just because that's what makes you comfortable. We're allowed to be comfortable, right? The society tells us, okay, do what you feel how you want, make these choices, right?
Everybody lives by something, right?
We all live by something.
By some sort of philosophy.
We all live by something. But to be conscious in that is to tell yourself, like, you almost put parameters on yourself. So you feel guilty when you're not following, or uncomfortable when your philosophy is not met. You know what I mean? You're kind of living for, like, there's so many people that I don't let know what my philosophy is. I could just play it off. When they tell me these grand stories on what's going to punish me and you're a bad person or you're going to hell or that's not a good philosophy to have. But that doesn't work for me. I can only do what I'm comfortable doing. And that's the difference, right? Your philosophy can change if you're put in a position where it doesn't even apply, right? So we're all living in this society that we basically are able to choose what our philosophy is. We have the freedom to. At least we think we do, right? Because we've never been put in a position where our philosophy is tested. So as long as we're not tested, I can walk around and say, listen, can you believe this? We live in a country where there's nudist colonists. There's a nudist community. So people choose to live naked. And enough of them build a society. That we're just going to walk around naked all the
time. Rules, right? Yeah, sure.
But even people that believe that they don't have rules have rules. Because you got to survive in that society. And you have to, everybody has to agree.
And it's like, and there's so many boxes. Like, you either have this philosophy or this philosophy or this faith or this faith. And it's like, it's okay to be a buffet of several different ideals because it changes, it evolves.
Well, I believe we're all tribal at heart, right?
Oh, in our DNA, for sure.
It's in our DNA. And the most primitive places are made of tribes. And when those tribes connect and we learn what the difference are with our philosophies, then we can kind of say, okay, I don't agree with that, or I agree with that. But at least I can go back to my tribe and say, man, those people over there, man, they got a weird philosophy, man. Life is just, they do this ritual or that ritual, and we might not really agree on that ritual, so I'm just going to stay on my side. Or you can just go start your own tribe, start your own philosophy. If enough people, the human brain, we follow things, right? I mean, when you have people like what's that guy named Jim Jones? People follow him to death, man.
Because people want purpose. They want to belong.
People want purpose, and people create a philosophy that makes them feel like they can do whatever they want, right?
We're gonna run out of time, so you're gonna do like a three move
I think we're past that, but did you move just now?
I think it was on you.
Okay.
But I want to see what you're gonna do before we end.
I'm just having a blast right now.
I would have been screwed. Because I'd see you're going up the middle.
I told
you I was fan everything off the board.
But I didn't have a clear plan.
So
I almost thought you were going to take this piece.
We'll touch on religion in another episode.
Yeah.
Tie them in because they kind of do live in that same family. Philosophy and religion.
I want to say
to a degree,
your philosophy kind of brings up where you come from, and then we're able to take what we know, and mold it into what we
don't know.
We live by.
Right. Yeah.
That's the key to life.
No, I love it.
It's a chessboard.
What was it again?
Life is a chessboard. It's the game of. It's the game of life.
Well, thank you, fine sir, for playing such an exquisite game with me.
We don't have a fine winner, but at least we know that my philosophy is to just play the game as it comes.
Yeah, you just tell everybody your chess philosophy. So I know next time I'm just gonna my forfeit.
I appreciate that.
You have to forfeit too.
I'll forfeit myself. All right.